Well, happy Red Snapper Day to those who celebrate. Recreational fishermen have 24 hours to catch that specific tasty fish.
So the season opened at midnight. It closes tonight at midnight. It is exactly 24 hours, and David Merton is live in the middle of it all in Daytona Beach shores. Hi, David.
Yeah. We're 8.5 hours into Recreational Red Snapper Day, ladies, and it's my sincere honor and pleasure to introduce you to some friends of mine here. On my right, we have Chris, who's the owner of Millie's restaurant in South Daytona Beach. Millie's was featured on a show you might have heard of, Guy Fieri's
Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Yeah, a recent episode, too, and you're still hitting a lot of heat from that. Good heat.
Absolutely. It's done wonders for us.
Yeah. You buy a lot of snapper from this guy, don't you?
Absolutely. The freshest way to bring good fish to our customers.
Yeah. His name is Daniel. Daniel, we had you on our show a few months back at Gobbler's Lodge in Osteen.
Like Gobbler's Lodge, yeah. Now we're on the other side of the spectrum. We're on the ocean.
It's a fishing charter that you own called Rare Breed. So you are a commercial fisherman for snapper, right?
As well, yes, sir.
So you've been out here since Monday. Because the window of time for commercial fishermen is what?
It started at, I don't know the date, I think it was July 8th. 8th, yeah, and it runs until the quota's hit.
Quota's hit, right.
Yeah.
But in the middle of that is this recreational Red Snapper Day, 24 hours only for Mom and Pa Kettle to come out here, right?
Exactly, yes,
How does that work exactly? Why is it only 24 hours, and what can they do in that 24-hour period?
You get one snapper per person. It started midnight last night. It runs to midnight tonight. That's why I'm out here drinking coffee, sitting on a boat with you. We're going to go do that later when all the other guys are coming in.
Yeah. Okay, so the point of the 24 hours, though, what is that? That's a government-led thing, right?
Correct. So that's really tied to conservation and the data that they have about the biomass of fish. Unfortunately, we as fishermen find that data is really reactive and behind the time. So, anybody who's offshore tells you we catch a ton of red snapper every single day. Unfortunately, the seasons and the regulations have not caught up to that sustainability where we need them to be.
So when you catch them on those days, you toss them back?
Right back.
Yeah. And the recreational day, they get the one snapper. What do they do? They just eat it and that's it?
Yeah, most people take it home. Of course, you can bring it into Millie's and we'll cook your catch for you.
Yeah.
And we'll have a ton of families in here tonight and tomorrow eating those red snappers that they caught.
And the commercial aspect, you get as much as you can and sell, but that's it for the year then?
No. We get 75 pounds of gutted weight. That's it. So case in point, yesterday I ran out to catch some bait for today, and there's a red snapper in here that we caught right offshore where we're heading there on Site 5. Came up on what we call a chicken rig on a little half-inch piece of squid. They're ravenous. I mean, you probably catch them on a donut. Oh, yeah.
You want to show the audience what you got now? Because this came up yesterday. And this is not big for you, is it? No. There he is in the corner. You got that fellow? He's, 6?
Nah, probably 6 pounds. He was caught in 60 foot of water. Yeah. I'm already rigged up with all the stinky for later. And we're going to get after it as soon as we get off the air.
What's the largest snapper you ever caught?
The biggest one I caught, I was 24 years old. It made me look like a peanut. I was off of Canaveral, and he was 41 pounds.
41 pounds. Look at that.
I've not seen one that big since.
So as a restaurant owner, what's your best way to prepare that?
Well, a couple days. I would say the fish franchise with red snapper is awesome, but we actually serve the collars around this side of the fish, which we'll show you later, is just the best meat on the fish.
Yeah, he's teeing up our live show at noon. Central Florida Eats Live from Millie's in South Daytona Beach. You can make me some collar?
Oh, all day.
That's a specialty at the restaurant. If I want to book a charter with you, you do it in what season? What's your window for private charters with Rare Breed?
So I run pretty much year round, but in the fall, I'm doing the hunting. But when we get weather windows, I'll be sitting in my tree stand looking at the weather. And if I see the weather's better here for fishing than it is for hunting there, I jump on one of those airplanes and head back home.
What kind of people can actually get on board and they take newbies?
I take everybody. Yeah, I've had from, I'd say probably the youngest kid on my boat's been about 5 or 6 years old. You've got to be able to being out here, and it's calm today. The only thing kind of rocking us around is the boat waves.
Yeah. We've seen some boats going in and out. Right now, it's not very busy where we are because it's calm.
It's calm, yeah. These guys are way offshore. I thought they'd be piled up here on the bridge wreck, but I see one boat offshore. But you can see them buzzing back and forth.
Sure.
Here comes flagship towing. They'll be busy today, too. Yeah, so we're going to get after it. This afternoon, I'll probably be about 42 miles off, but we're going to look for ones that eat those.
Yeah. Is it like New Year's Eve where you got amateur drinkers? Do you have amateur fishermen out here on this day?
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one. Everybody's gonna see this, and if you don't already know, I decided to beach my boat 2 days ago, and coming in and out of this inlet every day like I do, I just got complacent. I was thinking about going to eat fish at his place, and I decided to do a bottom job on my boat.
Listen, that happens to everybody, right?
Yeah, it does. But that's part of the reason why, in my opinion, this is not a good way to do it, because it actually increases the danger.
Correct.
Putting this many people out in this shorter window of time, bad stuff's going to happen, unfortunately.
So if the government's listening, you tell them what?
Open up red snapper season for more days.
I hear that
Speaking
everywhere.
of which, pan left, follow. They're going to get one now. There's Cito. Someone's having a bad day.
Give us the website for your rare breed.
RareBreedCharters.com.
Rarebreedcharters.com. Of course, Millie's is at.
MilliesRestaurant.com.
We'll see you at noon. Back here next hour, though. Let's take us to another area where you might think there are fishermen going back and forth, all right?
Okay, we'll do it.
Back to you, ladies in the studio.
Pan
Good
left,
stuff.
Pan
Pan
left,
left,
that was
follow.
great.
Zoom in on a fish
Yeah,
follow.
that was good.
Thank you.
Thanks, David.